Hi, it's Dwight Halstead down here in Ocala, Florida, and hopefully you've had the opportunity to take a look at VNI, take a look at Victory Nutritional's product line, see how unique it is, and had a little bit of time to learn more about the company and more about our leadership and why this is so unique. Now, when we have a great company and we have great leadership, you have a great opportunity as a business opportunity. And I'm here to tell you, if you've ever been looking at any kind of opportunity, this is the right time to look at. So I'm just going to go over a few quick things about our compensation plan and the opportunity itself, so you can get started. And then after this is over with, make sure you contact the person who brought you to this recording and let them know where you stand. If you're interested or need more information or to move forward. All right, before we get started, everything that I'm going to be sharing with you guys today, just understand, I'm going to be showing you what can happen as far as income is concerned. We're not making any income claims, and I'm not saying that you can achieve this. You know, it's the fact of the matter is, this is a business opportunity, and you will get back what you put into it. Now, what I'm going to be sharing with you today is a simple, realistic, and really achievable a way for you to turn this opportunity into a good, solid, long-term residual income. And there's a lot of power to it. Now, one of the things I always look at before you start with any company, and this is something you need to think about, is there are 5 key elements that I'm looking for a company. One is I want to make sure we have a long-term plan, that we have a strong management that's a leader in the industry. And I think once you see the credentials of our corporate staff and the people that are involved there, you can see they're here for the long haul. The second is you want a flagship product that is consumable, is unique, cannot be bought anyplace else, and the quality of the product is based on quality and not price. And the one thing with the Prodosome technology, we have the patent on there. You cannot get any of the Victory Nutritional products anywhere else but through a distributor of Victory Nutrition. You want to look for a fair comp plan, which we're going to be talking about here. You want to look for a plan that pays on a weekly basis, and we do pay on a weekly basis plus a monthly. But more importantly, you want to see a program that stair-steps you up to a good, solid residual income. And a residual income is very simple. You want to do the work once and you get paid time after time again going down. Hence, this is why we need a consumable product. Next is you want a group, or you want to be with a company that has marketing tools for you to use and has training and upline support. Because of the position of our company right now, we have that. We have the websites, and some of the tools are all there available for you, so you can start sharing. Last but not least, at this point, you've had a chance, hopefully, to try some products or learn more about it. But what's really important is you've got to have a company and a product you believe in. So make sure you've done your due diligence and learned everything you can about this, and make sure this is a good fit for you. Now, when it all comes down, what you need to do on your end is you need to learn everything you can about the company. You need to try the product. And once you've learned and tried, then you need to start sharing that information with other people. And once you are comfortable and you have the belief in the company, then it's a matter of you making a commitment that you are going to move forward with this and do the best you can. All right, another criteria here. Harvard Business School says there's a few things you need to look for network marketing criteria if you're going to jump into it. The first thing is you want to make sure you're with a company. The best time to get in is make sure the company's at least 18 months old. And of course, we have been in for just a little over 4 years now. It's extremely important that the product is unique. It can only be gotten through the company, and it's consumable, so it gets used over and over again. There's a lot of companies out there. There's a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of Me Too products out there. There's like 20 different companies that are selling weight loss coffee. There's all kinds of super juices out there. There's all kinds of super antioxidants out there, but they're all Me Too. You can get similar products. You can go on Amazon and buy products. You can go to your local drugstore and get some of the same products. There's nothing unique. Obviously, if you've taken the time to learn more about our Prodosome technology and what we have the patent on it. There's no place else you can go to get what we have. And we know one thing: our products are scientifically shown to work 100% of the time. So, it's definitely unique. The next thing is, it needs to be, if you really want to have rapid growth, then, you can come in. There's some great companies out there that have been in business for 10, 15, 20, 30, 50 years. And it doesn't mean you can't do well with those. But generally speaking, it takes a little more time and energy to get yourself established because you're working against a lot of other reps out there as well. Here's what's nice. A ground floor opportunity is because what is called first mover advantage. The chances are there aren't more than 1 or 2 reps at all in your state, let alone even in your city. Depending on where you're at. This is a solid ground floor opportunity. We've gone through the 4 years of testing and moving forward. And as you take a look right here where it says, if the company has less than 1,000 distributors, Harvard Business Schools usually consider this a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. This is the opportunity to get started on the ground floor with a solid company that with the right products and unique. It's like, let's say, if you had the opportunity to come in at Microsoft, or if you had the opportunity, like let's say even McDonald's, if you were at the beginning when it first came in. Take a look at Xerox when it first started. If you could have bought in and got it early in those, you would have made millions today. You'd be a millionaire, be set for life. The other thing is, you want to make sure the company's focused on loyalty, has a customer base that's based on loyalty. As you have learned, or you should learn, is that Bill Downs is 100% committed to making sure the product maintains its integrity and high standards. And with that, people are getting results. And with results, creates loyalty. So we want to make sure we have that loyal customer base. Now, I went on to state, once you take a look at this, there's a couple of different things to look at, and there's different stages that a company goes through. Initially on the foundation takes about 6 months. This is where the company comes in and starts bringing in a few of its founders, and they start making plans. The next 2 to 4 years, they're still in the process of the learning curve, of learning what works, what doesn't work, how to get out. So, those founding people who came in and started the first 4 years, they put a lot of time and energy to build, but they also realized that by doing it now, that in the future, 5, 10, 15 years, they will be set for life. Again, just take a look. If you had been a member of NewScan or Shackley or Amway at the very, very beginning, all those distributors that came in at the very beginning and grew are all multimillionaires today. After the 2 to 4 year period, this is when a company starts setting itself in a position to start doing some phenomenal growth. And this is when it gets into the momentum area. We are not in momentum yet, but we are getting ourselves set for it. What you do is when a company starts hitting that $50 million a year annually, that's when it starts to go into critical mass. Why that is important is that in the next 3 to 5 years, let's say you're in, let's say this next year before we hit that momentum stage, let's say you get yourself to $1,000 in residual income. As you can see here, very rapidly that 1,000 could easily go to 10,000 per month or more as that critical mass, as that growth takes off. It will just totally explode to you. And then we get to where you have stability. Once we have stability in the company, and this is when the distributors where you are established, you got things down. Once the company is stable, you've got that stable income, and we can still bring new people in. It's still a good time to come into a business that's stable, and a lot of times the platforms are all laid out. Sometimes it's easier for people to come in once the company has that solid, stable platform, but generally the payout takes a lot longer. It doesn't grow as exponential as it does in the beginning, and that's the key thing to take a look at. If you take a look at here on this chart, you can see down at the beginning with the arrows that we're down to the lower part of this momentum, and we're just starting to make that turn. As you can see how rapidly that grows before it comes down. This is where you want to be in a company that you can grow and want to plan. If you're looking for a 5, 10-year legacy income, the best way to start is right at this level. To give you an example, when I came in February, we had 8 people that I brought in. And by concentrating and sharing this with a few individuals, these 8 people by March turned into 63 people into my personal group. As of right now, in August, we have well over 200 plus people in our group right now, and the growth is there. And understand, we're just beginning to put together the tools to share that you guys are seeing here today. Now, on the comp plan, there's a couple things you want to look at. The first thing on the comp plan, there's 5 key elements that are going to start putting money into your pocket today. Is going to help you build. Now understand, the way this comp plan is laid out, it's laid out to serve you for a long term. So if you're looking to come in to make something quick and make a lot of fast money up front, this is not the company you want to be with. If you're looking for something where you can build something solid, put a solid foundation underneath you, put a little bit of income and let it grow and build, then with the right company. Now you'll be able to make some money up front because the company pays you 30% up front, which is paid weekly. So as you bring in new customers, as you bring in new distributors, you get 30% of their initial order on the first order. The average order in the company is $130. That means you make $39 for everybody that comes in. Now for you business builders out there, there's business packages that are available that are over $500. That means it's going to put $150, $160 in your pocket. Bottom line here is that with 3 or 4 people in, you can get the cost back on your product. The other thing to take a look at is the rank advancements, and I'll go over that in a bit. But the company set up, as you start to go up through ranks, there's additional monies that are given to you, bonus for hitting that will help cover that front-end cost of building. The other really exciting part about this is also the rank advancement bonus. As you move to each rank, the check you get on your unit level is matched in 100%. So as you get started, let's say on the manager, you generated, let's say, $100 in unit level. The company will match that first month to give you another 100, and it just goes up from there. As you bring people in, you get a 10% check match on every person you personally sponsored. What that means, let's say you bring in 10 people, and let's say they get to $1,000 a month. You will earn $100 per person, which makes you $1,000 a month. Very strong, very powerful. Now, here's something to think about. If you bring in 10 people and they make $10,000 a month, then you'll make $1,000 a month per each, and you make $10,000 a month. And the sky's the limit on that. That's why this is set up in such a way to help you find those quality individuals. Last but not least, this is a dynamic compression on the unit level. As you learn more about that and what that means, as people fall by the wayside or leave or customers change, the volume rose up into your position, which will keep you with a steady income. This is a huge factor in most comp plans with any given network marketing company. And what this means is that every month the money that's set aside to pay the field gets into the field for reimbursement. It's a huge difference. All right, now let's talk about something here. It all starts with you getting started, and the simplicity of this is really based on the numbers of 3. Initially, to get yourself started, to put yourself in position with our company to hit the first rank, you've got to recruit 3 individuals. Ideally, you have 3 people in mind you know that are looking to have better health and are looking to make additional income. Now, the fact of the matter is, if you bring in your 3 and you help them do exactly the same, that will give you 9. And if we train the next 9 to do 9, so in an ideal world, now this is an ideal world, this is necessarily happening for real, but the growth factor is here. As long as you focus on this, by the time you get to your 3rd, you have 27 people. By the time you get to the 4th, it's 81. You can see that growth. Now, why this is important? Let's take a look at the unit level. The pay plan is set up in such a way, as you can see here, if you go down to the red arrows as the dollar volume comes in on your first level, you're making 5% of the total volume. So if let's say you have $1,000 coming in on your first level, you'll be making $50. If you have $1,000 coming in the second level, you'll be making another $50. If you have $1,000 coming in on your 3rd level, that's $100. But here's the difference: is you may have 2 people on your 1 level, you may have 2 people on this level, and you may have 20 or 30 people on this level that are doing 1,000. So now it rapidly grows. This right here is the sweet spot. And as you can see, it pays all the way down as you advance in rank to 10. The other thing to take a look at here is that as you start to advance in rank, and it's by 3, when you bring in your 3 people, your 3 sponsors, you become a rep. When you help your 3 get their 3, you become a manager. And as you can see there, you make a $250 bonus on top of the commissions and bonuses. Now, again, those people do exactly the same thing. You will automatically move up to manager, which is another $500. With that same system in place, you go to director, then you hit the executive director. So you're going up. So each time you hit those positions, you become eligible for those bonuses. This is what helps pay you up front. Now remember, there's also a check match. So, like just as an example, just last month, I hit the director position. My unit level was close to $500, and I got a match. So I made just a little under $1,000 just in bonus in my unit level alone, not counting the other things that we get commissions on. So here's something to think about. Let's just follow this on a basic plan. $130 a month, and with $130 a month to help you get started. Now again, this is projected. These are possible earnings if you stick to a rigid plan, but we're not making any claims. Again, this is all based on what is possible and achievable. And I'm telling you, on a personal case, this is exactly the plan that I'm following. This is one of the ways I was able to generate some very solid income in my short period here. So let's take a look. On your first month, step one is to go find your 3 members. You find your 3 members. You make 300. Let's say they come in on the minimum. It's 130. As you can see there, 30% fast start. You made $117. You made an investment in yourself with healthy products to better yourself. And as you can see here, you're almost breaking even. You spent 130 and you made 117. Now you concentrate on your second month. Very achievable. Some people do these. We've had quite a few people in our group that have hit both the first and second cycle in their very first 30 days. By doing that, you help those 3 get their 3 in. On the fast start, you're at 312 gross 5, so you're making $1,560. But look at that rank advancement bonus gives you $250. So all total, the amount of income you earned at that level is $265. You have invested $260 so far, but you've already gotten a return on your business of $382 in income. Think about that. You've invested $260 and made $300. If you could do that every other month, you'd be crazy not to do this. But it even gets better. Look what happens in the third cycle. Continue on with that. On the third, now you're getting paid on the second and third level. You can see there's 15 and 46.50, and you've now hit the next rank. It's 500. So at this level, you've now made $562 with the bonus attached to that, and there's additional income on top of this. This is just the minimum. Now, you've invested up to this point. You've invested $390, and total at this point, you've made $945. You've almost tripled your investment. And the best part about this is, again, you've invested in a product that's making you healthier. So, I mean, in most cases, you would buy this product anyways. But even if let's say you were just spending $390, and every 3 months you got $945, how often would you cycle into that kind of program? Now, in your fourth month, again, the 3 who get 3 who get 3. The next thing you know, as you can see what happens here, if you take a look, on the first level you got 3, the second level you got 9, on the third level you got 27. Look at what happens on that third level. And these are people that generate $2,800. That's a $280 commission. So you got the $15,460. So at that point, with the next rank, which hits you director, which is one of the key points to get at, you've got $750. You've now netted a little over $1,000. And this doesn't even factor in the rank management bonus you would get on that. So, which easily could be another $300 or $400 on top of that. But let's just stay with this. At this point, you've made an investment in your health for $520. And you've got a net return of income that's come back to you to $2,000. So think about this. You paid, if I came to you with and said, look, you give me $500 and in 4 months I'm going to give you $2,000, would you do that deal? Here you're getting that deal and you're getting the benefit at the same time. Let's go to the fifth. Now on the fifth level, you're going up to executive director, and this is the sweet spot in the company. This is when the back end starts to kick in. But at this point, you've now got on the fourth level. Look at this. You got 81 people on that level. So you're making a little over $8,000. Right here, you've made $500 on the fourth, $280, and then you get a $1,000 bonus. That's at $1,848 that you've made on this fifth cycle. Now at this point, you've invested $650 and you made $3,000. Where else can you take this kind of money and get this kind of return? And more importantly, when you're making this $130 investment into yourself, it's helping your health at the same time. And we can't even put a price tag on that. And then in the 6th month, you now hit the executive level, the executive director level, and just take a look at this on this cycle. You've gone ahead and you have invested a total of $780 into product, and you've netted over $6,000. That is almost 9 times the return. There's no place, I challenge you, any place to get this kind of return on an investment. And on an investment, dollar for dollar, for a product. You can't go to any bank and do anything else. And this is for that minimum investment of $130 a month. So take a look at this. Let's just say, what happened? Let's say it takes you a year to go through those 6 cycles. So if that's the case in 1 year, you will have spent $1,500. You will have made $6,200, and you're seeing a $4,000, almost a $5,000 profit. Let's say it took you 2 years. You're really slow. You can only do it in 25% of the time as the average individual, and it just takes you. Again, you've invested $3,100 into yourself. You've made $6,200 that, and you still made a profit of $3,000. So even making 3 and getting 100% return back your money over a 2-year period, where else can you get that kind of investment over a 2-year period? Let's say you're super slow, got a lot of challenges, and let's say you get all the bad breaks in the world. It takes you 3 years. Same thing. It's $4,800. You spent $4,680. You've made $6,200. You're now at a profit $1,500. Still not a bad return. If you took $4,000 and put it into the bank for 3 years, maybe what the average return would be. I would challenge you. It would have to be a pretty high interest rate to be at that. Now, in your 4th year, it's a break even. In other words, if it takes you 4 years to get to the 6th level, you'll spend $300 and you made $62, so you're at a loss. But here's the key. When you're at that executive level, you've got a gross volume with over 30,000 in your group, which means you're going to have a residual monthly income of about $1,500 to $3,000. Now, if you built strong and built to this point, at this point forward, this business will generate, if you didn't do anything else, didn't go any other ranks, this stayed steady. Remember, we haven't even hit momentum yet, but you could be making $1,500 to $3,000. When we hit momentum, you can figure these figures can double. But here's what I want you to think about. Let's just say we stay at this minimal level along this line. If you're making this $130 investment over the next 10 years, let's say it takes you 4 years, 5 years, and let's say 15 years you made the investment, you will get a return of $180,000 to $300,000 in income. Now, if you were taking the money that you were making and reinvesting this back in, let's say this was extra income, with that $180,000 to $300,000, what would that have paid off? It could have paid off your house, your car, a couple of trips, without even touching. And here's the thing that's sweet with this: without even touching your primary income. Because see, here's what people don't realize. This is why this industry has such value. Is by taking an extra hour or 2 a day, 10 to 15 hours a week, you don't need to give up your existing job. You can build this and build the foundation. And after you get to the point, this gives you walk-away income. This is an automatic retirement plan that can take place. Some people can do it in a year or 2. Some people take 4 to 6 years. But the bottom line is that once you've hit this executive director, you now are in a position to start generating an extra $1,500 to $3,000 a month. And for a lot of people, this could be primary income. So, there are 5 steps you need to do to gain success in our industry. Number 1 is you got to invest in your health. You got to be healthy. We're in the health and wellness industry. You're investing in your health by investing in the VNI products and getting the benefits for yourself so you can become the product of the product. The second thing to ensure your success is you've got to take time to learn. You've got to become a student of this industry. Not only a student of the health and wellness industry, but also a student of the marketing industry, the network marketing industry. You take time and learn the steps, learn the tools. your success is, I can guarantee it. Third is you've got to share product information. This is not about sales because I can't sell. We don't sell anything. You share product, you share information. It's just very simple. You share the information. We have tons of information you can share with people so they can learn to find out if this product will work for them. You can share with them by giving them product. You can either give them samples or you can actually sell them a small dose of the product to start to see if there's a benefit. The next thing is making the commitment. People come and go in this industry a lot, and the biggest thing that I have seen is they don't really make a commitment. They're expecting to make fast money. Hopefully at this point, the dollars that I have shown you by building steady and building strong and making the commitment to go 2-3 years and build, you can have the walkaway income you're looking for. Unfortunately, some people get in, they go 90 days, things don't work, and they quit. And quitters get nothing. But if we have the talent, we have the people here that can help you. So if you make the commitment, you've got distributors in our group, you've got corporate that's going to be standing behind you. All you need to do is ask when you need help, and we're here for you. Last but not least is you've got to take action. Once you've put all this information together and you made the commitment, you've got to take the action to make the move forward. Here's what we're offering. We've got lots of training, lots of tools. We got a plan of action that will work for you. There's a lot of different ways people want to work this business, and we have enough experience in our team that we can find the plan of action that will work best for you, because there's a lot of different ways to approach this business. We have a team of trainers. We have some of the most experienced people in this industry in our group. In this team, you have access to them. And we, the company, have a long-term commitment to your success. Bill Downs has made sure that he's never going to make a cheaper product. He's always going to be out there with on top, cutting edge, quality products that are making the difference. And with that long-term commitment to the industry, that long-term commitment to your success, and the long-term commitment to making sure the customer is getting the best benefits, this is what the company offers you to guarantee your success. So, let's talk about getting started. Great thing about this is a lot of different ways to get started. Now, if you want to come in on a very conservative part-time basis, we have a couple packages available. It's $140. To set up the initial packet, it gives you two of the base products, either Brain Reward and Prodovite, or Prodovite and n-sorb, and then you get samples of the other product, either Brain Reward or samples, so you get a chance to try it. This is a $59 savings overall in this package, so you get a chance to try it. Now, for people, I say the conservative, you're not really sure, you're not too sure this is going to be the right industry for you, you kind of like what you've heard, you don't have a big sphere of influence to attack, conservative is the best way to go. Or if money is super tight and you can't, then this is a great way to go. I mean, it's part-time, you get in here, and maybe you'll be that 2 or 3 year person. Next step is that you want to be a part-time builder. In other words, you can put together that 10-15 hours. And you know you have a few people you can reach out to. You have people in mind. You might be able to bring in 3 business partners right off the bat. Then we recommend you get this packet here. It's $280. It's a basic pack. Gives you all the products that you can try for yourself, and it gives you samples that you can share with other individuals in your warm market. It works, guys. When you give somebody a product and they get to try it, some people feel benefits right off the bat. But if you give them product or sell them some of your product from your samples, and then share with them information, they understand the value, you will start building a strong team. Now, for a few, and this is for a very select few, and right now, since we're at the beginning, a lot of us are reaching out to business builders. So if you know, you've already kind of mastered this, you understand how to build a business, you understand network marketing, and maybe you just have not had success yet, but you've got the skills, you got the tools, but you just haven't found that right opportunity, then the business builder pack is the perfect way to go. This gives you one of each of the products. It gives you a separate product you can sell to gain that inventory back, so you can sell the products outright to people you know. And then you got samples where you can do sampling as well. This is a $560 to $500 package, all depending which one you choose. This, if you're a business builder and is serious, and if you want to advance that rank and be able to jump up even faster, instead of taking 6 months to get up to the director, do it in 3 months. And get yourself to that executive director where you've got $2,000 or $3,000 a month of income. If you're serious, then this Master Builder package is definitely the way to go. But you decide, part-time, conservative part-time, or you want to become a master builder. Now, when you do get started, there will be training involved. Now, those of you that come into the Master Builder package, you'll be getting some one-on-one training from us to help you move even faster in this, because obviously you've made the commitment. This shows us as leaders you've made a strong commitment to come in, and we're going to be here to help you help you grow as fast as you can. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tie this up. The truth is, most of us discover where we're headed when we arrive. People come into this industry all the time looking at, they see the excitement, they see the sizzle and everything else, and they get involved, but they don't. Once they jump off that cliff, they don't know where they're headed. They don't know what obstacles lay before them. Folks, I'm here to tell you, coming with us today, we have a plan. We have a plan of action. We have direction. Just follow what we laid out. The numbers work. The numbers I shared with you, if you focus in on getting those, on recruiting your three, investing in yourself, sharing this with other people, share with them how they can invest in themselves and grow, the end result at this stage of the game is phenomenal if you take the time. We have the direction and the path to help you. So, what I need you to do, get back to the person that shared this recording with you, get back to the person who invited you to this call, and let them know you're falling in one of three categories. Right now you should have enough information. You should be an A, ready to get started. Now we just need to pick which plan. B, you need more information. You like what you see, but you're not sure this is right for you. You need more information. Get back to your sponsor so we can answer the questions you need to do so you can have your due diligence to move forward. Or C, this is just not the right time for you. There are too many personal issues out there, or health and nutritional industry is not for you, or whatever. That's okay. It's just not the right time. Things happen in our lives. Maybe you're in a career right now that's so time-consuming it doesn't give you any freedom. But in the next few years, you might be in a position where you're getting ready to retire and you're looking for that additional income. We're going to be here. Obviously, the sooner you get in, the faster you build, the more you get the financial freedom you have, but we will be here. So maybe C, that's not the right time. Get back to the person, let them know, look, I'm an A, B, or C. And they will reach out to you in A, get you started, or they will reach out to us, and we'll sit down and design a course of action that's best for you, so you're not just jumping off the cliff, but you know where you're headed. So go ahead, get back to that person, let them know you're an A, B, or C. Do that today, because it's about making a commitment and it's about taking action. And so if you let this slide, if you don't make the commitment today, if you do not take action today, then what are you going to do tomorrow? The fact of the matter is, you've been given all the information right now. You've seen everything you needed to have up to this point to make a decision. When's the best time to make a decision? When you have the information in front of you. So get back, make the commitment, let them know when you want to get started, which level you want to get at, and then get a plan set up and get yourself move forward. So go ahead and reach out to them right now, pick up that phone and give them a call and find out where you want to get started. Or pick up that phone, give me a call, and find out where you want to get started. Either way works. So with that, this is Dwight Halstead. I'm down here in Ocala, Florida. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about who we are and what we do. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this quick presentation. This is just a real simple nuts and bolts to understand this has value. And thank you for taking the time to do something for yourself and your family. So with that, a good night.